Oh yeah, okay. You guys. Well, I thought this morning I really am getting these quilt squares together. Really getting them together. This sucker's heavy. But then, I like heavy. Because I even have a weighted blanket on my bed. And so I may take the weighted blanket off because I'll have this quilt. But, holy smackagenoles, this sucker's heavy. And putting it together, well, on this here piece, I have 8 squares across and 8 squares down. The final quilt needs to be 11 squares across and 12 squares down. So, I'm putting, now, I'm gonna, okay, this is 8 squares across, and this is, let me see, oh, that's still that same piece. And so, I'm gonna just sew this. Now, this is a struggle, but I love it. I just had it, part of it laid out just over the couch so we could look at it. And let's see now, wait a minute here, what am I doing? Oh, this is the piece I'm gonna add. So this is the piece that's 8 squares across and 8 squares down. So I'm gonna add now the piece that is 8, this piece here is 8 squares by 4 squares. Okay, so I'm going to put this piece on to here. And you'll see the struggle. You're going to feel so bad for me when you watch this. You're going to say, oh, that poor woman. No, you're not really. You're going to say, whoa, what a cool. Wait a minute here. Let's see if I can get this camera somehow where you can see what I'm doing. All right, there. Close enough. I got to get a drink. Yeah, they get me some of that moonshine. Give me the energy I need to get this thing thrown through here. Okay. So now, I'm going to, now what I've noticed though, I have to keep an eye on my cross seams here, the seams that meet up, because some of my squares aren't exactly like some of my other squares. And since this is a crazy quilt, crazy on steroids quilt, I can do anything I want to adjust it. There's no rules. So I have found, okay, like this, these 2 squares match up pretty good. And so so far I'm cooking on gas right there. And so I'm going to start stitching. And I'm going to start stitching that together. Now I'm stitching a big piece to a big piece. Now, because some of my fabrics stretch and some of them don't, because I use so many different fabrics, then I'm watching when I get to the next seam, I make sure that those seams are close right there. But then it might be that the top or the bottom square might not be just perfect. So what I do is I can do some adjusting. So I might have to make like a little tuck, like a little pleat. So see, once I get to that square, now I'm going to check these seams right here on the next square, and yep, they are looking okay. So I can just move on down the road here. Just keep on trucking. Just keep on trucking. And then I gotta take this like piece, go up like this, because it's like heavy. And so I gotta pick it up. Okay. Papa. Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you hear me? Papa? Yeah. I think he can help me with this. Yeah. I think he's going to be able to help me with this, I think. Now. Because this is heavy and bulky. It's a struggle. A real struggle.
What up?
You sit right here beside of me.
Okay.
And
I'll be sought.
okay, see, now I have my helper right there. It's my helper. That's him right there. And see, say hello.
Hi, y'all.
Okay, now see what I'm gonna need is because I got so much weight right here. Okay, and so I'm sewing this piece to this piece. So if you can sort of hold on to this, just kind of hold, you don't have to hold on to this, but if you hold, just keep this in your lap sort of and kind of move along a little bit with me. Okay, now see this here piece right here? All right, and then if you can move along with me sort of, then I can get this sewn. And so, and it's basically what you're doing there, Papa, is holding the weight. And kind of, yeah, you're doing good. God, if you wasn't already married, I'd marry you.
I'm took up.
Yeah, you are.
I don't want no another wife.
Okay. Now.
Happy with the one I got.
Okay, now let me get this piece over here. See, I got to get this piece like this, and then this piece down here. And see, once I get that, then if you hold, and then you're holding that weight for me. Don't pull on it or anything, just kind of what you're doing is gently kind of just guiding and holding the weight.
I was trying to straighten it out too.
Yeah, it's straightening. We don't have enough space really to straighten it out. And so I straighten it kind of as I'm going. Like one block at a time over here. Okay. Yeah. Now, this part here, we want to just kind of make sure that that stays like back here.
Okay.
Okay. The part, yeah. You got it there, Gungadin. And okay. See, I can only go so far, and then I have to adjust everything to get the weight kind of, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, right, Papa? You can read my mind after all these years. Okay. See, we're getting this sewed up. Let me turn that light on right there, too.
Okay. Get all my radiant beauty out there.
Yeah. Get all your, I shouldn't really put your radiant beauty out because somebody will want to come and snatch you.
Yeah, I ain't snatchable.
Okay. Okay, here we go. And we're off to the races. Okay. My machine is, why is it acting stuck?
Got a big old lump there.
I got a lump, yeah, but I'm not up to the lump yet. But it's not. Wait a minute. I've got. Let me see if I can figure out what's hooked up there. I think when I'm done with this quilt, this here machine is going to go to the shop and get an overhaul. Because I have used the heck out of this machine.
Yeah, she took me to the shop one time for an overhaul and they just laughed at her.
Yeah, they did. Okay, now it's going. But I got a other little machine I can use while this one's in the shop. But I thought about just replacing it, but I thought, no, this is a good machine, so I don't really want to replace it. That's why I'm thinking I'll just get this one overhauled give it an overhaul, oil change, get new spark plugs in it, whatever it is they do. And my daughter done said she would get it delivered and picked back up for me, so that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Thought I was going to have an eye doctor's appointment today, like I told you all yesterday. I'm telling you. Apparently I had the wrong day. I guess it was supposed to be yesterday. And I didn't go yesterday. But I could have sworn they told me it was today. I could have sworn they told me it was today. And then plus, this eye doctor that I go to, they're an interesting bunch over there. Okay, let's see, we gotta go here. They'll call you the day before to remind you of your appointment. Which most doctors do that, so that's nice. You know, they call and give you a little reminder. And see, now this piece here is not going to fit exactly on here, so I'm going to make sure that these two seams are together on these two blocks. But then, as I sew down here, I'm going to make a little bit of a pleat in there. And since it's a crazy quilt, I can do all the crazy stuff I want.
You're getting to the end here, girlfriend.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
2 more squares, 3 more squares.
Okay, 3 more squares. But this eye doctor, what they do is they call you the day before to remind you. Well, I am not the best one for carrying my phone around with me. And so they'll call me, and then they leave a message. When they leave a message, the message will say, you've got an appointment tomorrow at so-and-so time, and please call us, return our call before 5 o'clock today, or your appointment will be canceled. So I don't answer my phone. I mean, I just don't carry my phone with me. Most everybody that knows me knows that I don't do that. And so then if I get a message, you know, then I'll listen to messages maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. I'm just not into phoning. The phone just isn't my whatever. So even if I did, already this here eye appointment of mine has been rescheduled like 4 times. Okay, let's see. How are we doing here now?
Right here. We're doing good.
Okay.
You got 2 more squares to get, 3 more, 2.5 squares to get through.
Okay. And so, the first time was a deal that we went up there for my appointment because I wrote it on the calendar. I knew when my appointment was, but I did not get that reminder call. No, I didn't answer it. And then I didn't see the reminder. I didn't hear the reminder message, so I didn't call them before 5. So my appointment was canceled. I didn't have an appointment. Oh, that was the second time. The first time I didn't have an ID because I let my driving license lapse because I don't drive anymore. And so, but then I didn't go get a state identification card. Well, because I didn't have my identification, I had to cancel that appointment and reschedule it. So that was the first time I had my eye appointment. And then the second time was when they reminded me, but I didn't hear the reminder, so I didn't say, yes, I'm coming, and so they canceled it. So that was canceled. Ouch. And so now this would have been the 3rd time. I could have sworn they told me it was on the 31st when we rescheduled. Oops, I gotta fix this, Papa. I got that one.
I see that's a little off center.
It's a little off center, so I'm just gonna snip this little piece of thread here, and I'm going to just kind of center it up. I gotta fix that, center it up a little bit. And because I got it like goofy, although it's not all that goofy. when this is laying on the bed,
It ain't no goofier than you are.
I know that's true, but when this is on the bed, there might be some places on it that are, you know, that don't lay real flat or something because of this here problem I seem to be having right here. It's not the first time, Gungadin, but it's going to be sewn together. This quilt is not going at the county fair, that's for sure. I'd get the booby prize, which, you know, it's still a prize. Even if you get the booby prize, it's still a prize. Okay, so I'm going to now...
What's wrong with boobies?
Oh, stop it.
I didn't say that very loud. I don't believe anybody heard it.
They heard you say that. Don't be listening at my husband. He's a porn star. That's my porn star. Oh, good grief. So, yeah. So now I was talking to my daughter because my daughter was supposed to take me today. So I called her last night and...
Do you sew these down once you get all this together?
No. When I get these all together, I take these and snip, 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 snip.
Oh.
And make them so they're fuzzy. So I talked to my daughter last night. I told her of my mistake and that I don't have an appointment today after all. So then she says, well, when you call and reschedule, I says, I got a better idea. Would you please call and reschedule for me? And then you write everything down and give them your phone number and they can call you and they can remind you and then life will be good in the hood. And she goes, yeah, I'll do that for you. So she's going to call and reschedule my appointment for the 100th time. Okay, now, Papa, I couldn't have done this without you.
I know.
And I'm going to still have, now we got the whole length of it here, because we got 12 squares down. So the whole length of it.
Well, let's throw it on there and see what it looks like.
Well, no, I'm not going to do it yet. I got to still work on a strip that is, see, because this now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's right. So that's 8. So 9, 10, 11. I got to make a strip of 12 squares by 3 squares. And that is what will hold this up right here. Just hold this up like this. Like this, like this, like this, just down here. We're hiding behind our blankie. Give me a smooch while we're hiding. Ha ha.
Get that tongue off of me.
I did not have my tongue on you. Can you see this? Now scoot it over this way. Scoot it, scoot it, scoot it. Wait a minute, don't shake it. Shake it, but don't break it. Took your mama 9 months to make it. And scoot it over. And then go up like this. And fold it. Let's fold it in half. No. Go down like this. Now, no, let this part go down here. And then go down to the halfway mark. Yeah, like this. Go to the halfway mark. Like this. Yeah. Okay, see? And there, see? I can see all this on this side. Okay, so go all the way to your end so the folks can see what a good job you did holding it. Okay, so see there? Okay, now go your way and see. It's like a moving picture. Okay. Whew, that thing's heavy. Okay, so then that is...
It's all a matter of how you look at things.
How you look at things, or how you lift things. It's heavy. But, okay, now let's fold it in the quarters. Okay. See? Now, I got these 2 quarters, so you get that. the halfway mark there. There we go. See, now pull this over to your end. There. Okay. And see there? Now, this is awesome. This quilt is awesome. But you don't have to fold it there. That's cool. So now I have part of the rest of it still together. So I'm going to work on that today because what I need... Okay, so now we got the 12 patches. That's going to go from the foot of the bed to the head of the bed. That's... No. 12 patches goes across the bed. And 12 patches goes across the bed. And then to go up the bed, we want 11 patches. So it's 8. So I need... It's already 8, so I need 3 more patches.
Why don't you make it 12 by 12?
Because it's not 12 by 12, because when I lay it on the bed, one edge of the quilt is going to be right at the head of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's going to be a hangover on both sides.
And at the bottom.
And at the bottom.
Okay.
But not at the top. That's why it's going to be one less square.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so see, when we make the bed, well, you make the bed because you're the bed maker. You lay the whole quilt across, then you lay the pillows across, and then the pillow shawl will go over the pillows. So that's why we need it the size I'm making it.
Okay.
I lost my unicorn horn when you was hitting on me behind the blanket. Telling you. He was having me a blanket party. Where did my unicorn horn go?
I don't know. I don't see it.
Oh, man. Oh, that's my unicorn horn. So my magic is missing. It's probably folded up in this here blanket somewhere.
It could be.
It could be. Okay, well, that's all I wanted to show you. But isn't that gorgeous? I think it's just gorgeous. I think it's gorgeous. So, and so I have to be... I'm going to be clipping. It'll take me a while to get all of these little edges, these little things here clipped. But it'll be fun nonetheless. It'll be like popping bubbles in bubble wrap. But once gosh, do you think I can even put this in the washing machine, Papa, once I get it all together?
Oh, yeah.
Will it fit?
Yeah.
And,
You won't be able to put nothing else in there with it, but it'll fit.
No, wouldn't be able to put even a sock in there with it. But see, I'll get all these seams nipped. And then especially after it's washed, where all these seams are nipped, it's going to be leaving that fuzzy edge, that fuzziness.
So you done with me in here now?
I'm done with you, yes. I am done with you, Papa.
I'm going back outside.
Okay, you go outside. I love you. Thank you.
You welcome.
Okay, so that was good. Papa helped me get that. Yeah, when I get done with this nipping part, I love these scissors though. These are made especially for going through many layers of fabric. And the thing about this quilt too is, like with age, there's going to be parts that are going to come apart. There's going to be, you know, they're just with age and with use. There's going to be little places that's going to come apart. And then if a part comes apart, well then by golly, you can just put a patch on it. You can just put a patch. And the patch, every patch will give it even more beauty. So this is a quilt. And this is fun right here. This just nipping. Just this nipping. So you gotta be careful not to nip too far down or you'll punch a hole right in your quilt and you have to put a patch on it already. Now see, most quilts, if you put a patch on them, you know the fancy quilts? You know, those ones, you can't just put a patch on them. If you poke a hole in it or something, then put a patch on it, that patch would stick out like a sore thumb. But not this kind of quilt. This kind of quilt, you can just patch it till the cows come home, and every patch will make it look even prettier. So, wonder if I put this on eBay, on that auction thing, you know? I wonder how much I get for it. No, I'm not going to do that. This is mine and Papa's. Mine and Papa's. We are just making, this is ours for our bed. And it's so big that, you know, once we croak, because we will croak in time, we'll croak, and once we croak, then the kids just can cut it apart into pieces and share it. Croaking is inevitable. Everybody has to croak. And so we can't take our quilt with us, so kids can cut it into pieces. They can just cut it right down the middle. However many kids wants a piece of it, they can just cut it. Take your pie, like a pie, you know, just cut it apart. And then they'll each have a little throw blanket. But as soon as I'm done with this one, I'm starting another one. I'm not quitting. I am not a quitter. I am going to start on another one. See that? Can you see that? How by snipping that, how that fuzzed up that seam? How it fuzzed it up? I might not have to wash it. I can just go like this and it fuzzes it. But see, because there's all them layers of all, so there's like 6 layers in each one of these rows going down. And so, yeah, I can hardly wait till I can make my baby quilt for my baby that I'm expecting. Yeah, they think it's theirs, but it's mine. That baby's mine. I'm still calling it an it because we don't know if it's a she or a it. I mean a he or a puppy. I remember when my baby brother was born, the next brother up was very disappointed that it was like a real human and not a puppy. He wanted a puppy. He was disappointed because he didn't get a puppy. Okay, well, see, I guess I should let y'all go. Well, I'll read, though. Oh, you're stronger than you know. We're going to do that one. Okay, yeah. Let me go with, oh, you know what? No, I'm going to go into this one here. My Helen Steiner Rice Lovingly, because this is New Year's Eve. And there is a lot in here to do with New Year's, with the New Year's. Now, so let's read this one. It says, a new year brings a new beginning. I didn't comb my hair this morning. I got it in a wad back here. Okay. A new year brings a new beginning. As the new year starts and the old year ends, there's no better time to make amends. For the things we sincerely regret and wish in our hearts we could somehow forget. We all make mistakes, for it's human to err, but no one need ever give up in despair, for God gives us all a brand new beginning, a chance to start over and repent of our sinning. And when God forgave us, we too must forgive and resolve to do better each day that we live. By constantly trying to be like him more nearly and to trust in his wisdom and love him more dearly, assured that we're never out of his care, and we're always welcome to seek him in prayer. A new year brings a new beginning. And that was by Helen Steiner Rice. And there is quite a few little poems here for the new year. So I'm going to be getting some of those read. But I also got my new Helen Steiner Rice book, new to me. And then this one too. I keep my books right up here now since I rearranged things in this room. And I have these right here to read. I'm trying to get organized. I know it's not going to probably really come to fruition, but hey, I can always give it my best shot. Okay, ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. And I hope you enjoyed this part of this quilt making. I am enjoying it immensely. I love it. And I got our beans and ham cooking. Black-eyed peas and ham. Us Southerners believe that you need to eat your black-eyed peas on New Year's Eve. Or is that supposed to be on New Year's Day? There'll be leftovers for tomorrow. So we'll eat them both days just to be sure that they take effect. And so that you have a good year, you have to eat the black-eyed peas. Okay, God bless you all. May He bring you back here safe and soundly and happy and smiling on the next video. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And happy New Year's Eve. Do not drink and drive. That's it. Do not drink and drive. You shouldn't even be going to a party because you know that 6-foot social distancing thing is still going on because of the pandemic. That doggone pandemic. Okay, Happy New Year. I love you guys.